That day I found a cave while exploring. There was someone standing inside. I shouted at him with everything I had. He didn't move an inch. My gut told me something was off. I decided to go in and take a closer look. I took just a few steps. A transparent barrier suddenly blocked my path. As an archaeologist, curiosity got the best of me. I stepped right through. As I slowly approached the man, he suddenly moved. Before I could react, he vanished around the corner. Then things got stranger. The cave entrance behind me started flickering like crazy. Day and night kept switching back and forth. I was completely stunned. A beast's roar echoed from deep inside the cave. Terror took over, and I ran for the exit, but the moment I got out, I froze. The sky had turned dark. I was only inside for a few minutes. What scared me even more was my car. It looked old and abandoned, like it had been sitting there for years. At first I thought I got the wrong car, but then I saw my work ID hanging inside. That's when I realized years had actually passed. I heard something outside. I got out to check. There was another wrecked car nearby. Then I saw the yellow backpack. It belonged to my student. My students had entered this cursed cave too. Later I found out what happened that day. The moment I crossed that barrier, 2 days had already passed outside. My students waited at the bottom of the mountain. When I didn't show up, they came looking for me. They found my car, but I was nowhere to be seen. They figured I went into the cave, so they followed me in. One of them stayed at the entrance to keep watch. In case something went wrong, he could call for help. The others went down using ropes. They felt the same transparent barrier on the way down. They didn't think much of it. They just passed right through. But as soon as they reached the bottom, that beast's roar filled the cave. They panicked and ran for the exit. That's when the rope above them suddenly snapped. They thought their friend was playing a prank. They had no idea. In the 10+ minutes they spent going down, years had passed outside. The rope had rotted away from years of sun and wind. There was no going back the way they came. They had no choice but to find another way out. They hadn't walked far when they found their friend's body. They picked up the camera he had on him. After watching the footage, everyone went silent. He had waited at the entrance for over a month. When no one came up, he went down to find them. He lost his grip. He fell all the way down. No one could believe what they were seeing. To test the terrifying theory forming in their minds, Lisa decided to take a risk. She started making her way up barehanded. With her experience, she reached the top fast, but the next second she froze. The lush green mountains had turned into a wasteland. She had no idea. In the 30-some minutes they spent in the cave, centuries had passed outside. As she stood there in shock, something appeared in the sky, an unidentified flying object. The moon had grown terrifyingly large. She was terrified and rushed back into the cave. The others saw her return. They were all confused. Lisa had only been gone for 2 seconds, but Lisa said she was up there for a long time. No one believed her, so Lisa pulled out her recorder. After watching the video, everyone went silent. Lisa wasn't lying. Time inside the cave moved completely different from outside. Just 20 minutes in here meant over 100 years out there.